Und Hallöchen zurück bei Final Fantasy XVI, Episode 69. Und wir sind jetzt hier in Nordstedt und wir kümmern uns immer noch um die Probleme der ganzen Orte aus der Story Quest aus den Fugen. Und wir sind aber erst in der letzten Folge angekommen, also werde ich jetzt erstmal sozusagen eine Runde gehen, um erstmal die Leute hier abzuchecken.
My brandy's been fucking useless since the skies went dark. I tried the lash, but the piece of shit can hardly spark a gleam, let alone fire my furnace.
Das ist natürlich ziemlich unfreundlich, aber ich muss mir mal bei mir hier den Ton etwas lauter stellen. Und jetzt kann ich auch weitermachen. Ich hoffe zumindest, dass es jetzt ein bisschen besser ist, für mich zumindest.
It's all right. Give me your arm.
That thing, it took off the captain's head before we could even draw his steel.
I'm not going back out there. You hear me? Fuck this!
Hier ist nämlich überall Chaos in der ganzen Welt, weil wir ja einen Mutterkristall nach dem anderen zerstören, weil die Kristalle nämlich das Äther aus der Welt ziehen.
You saw their wounds. Whatever's out there is coming for us.
Und wenn das Äther aus der Welt gezogen wird, dann, oder Äther, dann ja, stirbt die Welt einfach und das passiert hier.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Aber offensichtlich, durch die Zerstörung der Mutterkristalle entsteht ein ganz anderes Chaos. Zum Beispiel, dass arkasische Monster erscheinen oder ja, die Banditen sich das dann zunutze machen, wie in Dalimil, Entschuldigung.
We could leave, but where would we go?
So.
I can't do it. I can't fight those things. But you can. You must. For me. For us.
Four left for more in the captain's orders.
So, hier haben wir jetzt alle. Wer ist hier noch?
Many of those fleeing the ether floods end up here. Noblemen, labourers, waifs. The dame has welcomed them all. I sometimes wonder if we shouldn't all try to be more like her. Many of those fleeing the ether floods end up here.
Ich wollte hier eigentlich drüber springen, aber dann haben wir das Gespräch angefangen.
The sunless skies portend the end. Our dragons all are flown. The world's aflame and chaos reigns, so I must sing alone.
I heard the bells. Is the captain back already?
Did you not hear? The captain's dead. As are half our men.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
What could do that to a man?
Tja, und hier sind offensichtlich heftige Monster unterwegs. So, hier muss ich sowieso hin.
More arrived from the capital this morning.
I know. They could hardly stand.
Oh,
My lord, my lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashyyyk, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
A Kashyyyk, but different.
infamous thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Ein Grund zu kämpfen.
We've seen little and less of the soldiers of late. Anyone would think they were hiding.
Ja, also insgesamt verursachen wir ja auch das Chaos, indem wir die Mutterkristalle zerstören, aber es ist halt, naja, vielleicht ist es einfach ein nötiges Chaos, das kann man vielleicht noch nicht ganz absehen. So, jetzt gehe ich aber nochmal hier die Treppe hoch. Das habe ich sicherlich schon gelesen. Ich meine, das ist schon ewig lange her. Wirklich viele Episoden, dass ich hier war. In diesem Ort. Der hat nichts zu sagen. So. Aber...
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
I can't entirely blame the men of the garrison for losing heart. And they have provided a place for the injured.
Was ich vor der Sequenz sagen wollte ist, aber ich glaube, ich habe noch nicht alles gesehen. In diesem Ort bin ich mir nicht 100% sicher, aber ich gehe dann sowieso nochmal. Oder? Ich gehe jetzt gleich nochmal gucken. Okay, das war das. Ihr wisst, ich will wirklich alles zeigen. Hier sind wir lang gegangen, aber hier ging es nicht. Ging's nicht nochmal links rum, oder? Genau, dort stehen Soldaten, das war der einzige Weg hier.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Gut, dann denke ich, haben wir trotzdem alles gesehen und deswegen können wir jetzt einfach denkenlos weitermachen.
I assume you have a plan?
We need to find out what we're facing. The captain lost his head because he never stopped to use it. If we reman the towers and fortify the walls, we might just stand a chance.
Aha, ich wollte schon sagen,
You saw their wounds. Whatever's out there is coming for us.
ich wollte schon sagen, der Captain kann doch ein Machtwort sprechen, aber die gibt's ja nicht mehr.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
I thought everything would be all right once we left the capital. But nowhere's safe anymore. Is it?
Only me, Pa.
My family. They're still in the capital.
I'm sorry, darling. I truly am.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
With no one to defend the place. Moor's days are numbered.
Dann gehen wir dorthin. Ich schau nochmal hier. Ja, wir hatten ja hier schon größtenteils alles erforscht. Oh, hier könnte man irgendwann nochmal weitergehen, aber da müssen wir wahrscheinlich eh hin irgendwann. Ja, dann auf nach Moor.
I assume you have a plan?
So, hier werden ja wahrscheinlich keine Leute irgendwo rumstehen, mit denen man reden könnte. Hier kommt auch so eine Piano-Musik.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I climb?
Save your strength.
Aua, nein. Ich kann mich nicht weiter. Ah, okay, das wird trotzdem getroffen. Ultimas Schergen bezwungen.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Auftrag abgeschlossen.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Philippe will make a good captain. He reminds me a little of you, Clive. But without all the mocks and mows.
Mhm. So. Das ist jetzt alles wieder schön hier.
So many were injured. Only by the grace of the goddess did so few succumb to their wounds.
I'd say it was more the grace of the Dame. But help's help, eh?
Dann können wir ja noch mal eine Runde gehen.
Those things I said before about not being able to fight.
You didn't mean them. I know. That's not the man you are. The man I love.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
Yeah, but what if they come back? Is there anything we can do to help?
The legionaries lay limp and lorn. Both heads and swords hung low. But at her touch they did rise up to meet their blue-eyed foe.
Once upon a time, there was a man who went to market to buy a bushelful of Gizal greens. When on his way home, a chocobo with a belly as fat as the moon appeared from behind a tree and devoured both bushel and man in one fell gulp. The end.
That's not a very good story. No chocobo can grow that big. Can it?
Ah, ist das wieder eine Anspielung auf Final Fantasy 3, wo es ja den fetten Chocobo gibt? Könnte sein. Der fette Chocobo in Final Fantasy 3 ist dazu da, um Items zu lagern. Oh, jetzt bin ich runtergefallen. Ich habe das erst gar nicht gesehen, dass es hier auch nach oben ging. Gibt es hier überhaupt was? Ne, hier gab es bloß eine Truhe. Ich kann nicht drüber jumpen, schade. Weil zu dem Zeitpunkt von dem Spielen dieses Spiels habe ich ja noch nicht so viele Final Fantasies durchgespielt, deswegen kann ich natürlich vielleicht auch nicht alle Anspielungen erkennen, die es hier in dem Spiel gibt, aber ja.
It's heartening to see that the Guard have rediscovered their purpose. I just hope they don't do anything stupid. We've lost enough people to those things.
Zumindest das mit dem fetten Chocobo.
We're
Schon mal
still
gehört.
alive, aren't we?
Yeah, but only because of the dame. Will that be enough next time?
Beziehungsweise, was heißt schon mal gehört? Ich habe es ja Let's Played hier auf dem Kanal. Das ist auch schon vollständig, das Let's Play, also beendet sozusagen. Und das könnt ihr euch auch natürlich angucken, wenn ihr wollt.
To the meadows, then. That's what the captain said.
We had a herald from the Dominion. Said Twinside's fallen and the Emperor's dead. And the Empress. And the Prince. No one left to rule. Empire's done for.
As long as you remain, the Veil will see to your needs.
Oh, thank Grieger.
I left everything in the capital. What am I to do? Where am I to go?
You don't have to go anywhere. The Dame will see you taken care of.
You heard the Herald. The Emperor's dead and the Empire along with him. If we're going to survive, we'll have to do it on our own.
Captain said it was you who slew the, whatever they were. And for that, you have our thanks. Now that we know how to fight them, I hazard we'll fare a little better the next time they attack.
Genau, ihr haut bloß ein paar von Ifrits Power raus und von Bahamuts Power und dann easy peasy macht ihr die fertig. Und natürlich Garudas Power, Wirbelsturm Power. Dann macht ihr noch, nutzt ihr noch eure Limit-Rauschleiste, um den letzten Rest zu geben. Mega einfach. So, aber ich wollte trotzdem noch mal nach Moor gehen. Vielleicht sind ja Leute dort noch oder wieder. Man sieht doch überall das Bläuliche, das sind halt diese Ätherfluten, ne? Die halt die Monster, naja, zu willenlosen Zombies machen sozusagen. Und halt auch verstärken. Oder magisch verstärken. Also ich bin gespannt, wie es weitergeht mit der Story. So mit den Mutterkristallen ist ja eigentlich nur noch einer übrig, so wie ich das verstanden habe. Aber hier ist scheinbar niemand mehr. Das ist die Geisterstadt. Nun gut. Ein neuer Brief ist eingetroffen, aber ich denke, Moment.
I'd be happy to tell Otto everything that happened. But I know he appreciates it when you spare him the time.
A youth claiming kindred with your old commander arrived earlier this morning.
Tell me you saw that.
So ein Brief, ja. Okay.
We've sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Cole told us everything that happened. It's a bit of a worry that both the Republican and Imperial armies are in disarray. But it was good to hear that the people stood their ground.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him. before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Oh, gesundes Hustenblut.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
So. Falls ihr hier so ein komisches Geräusch gehört habt, ich habe Son Goten während dieser langen Cutscene, auf meinen Schoß gehievt, weil er wieder auf den Tisch springen wollte. Und ja, Son Goten schnurrt so laut wie ein Traktor. Das ist vielleicht, das hört ihr vielleicht. Hm? Mein Süßer, da was los, hm? Mein Kleiner. Willst du hier sitzen bleiben? Hm? Oder nee? Hm? Ja. Oh, okay, hier ist einiges wieder am Start.
Ty's right. Your brother is in no condition to travel. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's Mid, Gav, and your uncle we should be thinking about now.
Ja, ich hatte mich ja schon gewundert, ob das nochmal angesprochen wird, dass Ultima ja in ihm eingesperrt ist, und er ist ja auch noch in ihm eingesperrt. Also haben wir das auch beantwortet bekommen. Die Geschichte der vallestäischen Rechtsprechung, das Kontinentalabkommen. Habe ich das schon mal vorgelesen? Ich tue es einfach nochmal. Die Unterzeichnung des Kontinentalabkommens markiert den Beginn der vallestäischen Neuzeit. Wo einst Hass und Misstrauen die Länder entzweit hatte, bildete das Abkommen Brücken und beeinflusste viele der Bereiche transkontinentaler Kooperation, die bis heute fortbestehen. Eine einheitliche Währung, ein gemeinsamer Kalender und ein länderübergreifendes System des Trägerhaltertums, um nur die wichtigsten dieser epochalen Errungenschaften zu nennen. Bedauerlicherweise haben sich in der Zeit seit der Unterzeichnung des Abkommens viele der alten Gräben wieder aufgetan. Deshalb ist es nur an uns, in die Fußstapfen unserer Vorväter zu treten und alles in unserer Macht Stehende zu tun, um ein neues Zeitalter des Friedens und des Wohlstands einzuläuten.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Noch einige Nebenaufgaben jetzt hier.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed.
She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
What will it be today?
Einfach mal hochgesprungen.
How may I help you today? Here you are.
So, dunkle Wolken, Probleme in Canva. Die Verdunklung des Himmels hat das natürliche Gleichgewicht des Äthers empfindlich gestört, was nun in ganz Valisthea zu Ätherfluten führt. Viele Dörfer und Städte werden von Horden Akasischer angegriffen, darunter auch die freien Städte von Canva, wo eine ganze Armee seelenloser Soldaten die Tore gestürmt hat.
Here's the latest information I have. Thus ends today's lesson.
We sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach.
Cole told us everything that happened. It's a bit of a worry that both the Republican and Imperial armies are in disarray.
Libusche, Frau. So, ich wollte nochmal hier schauen.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
1120.
All done?
So, oh, du hast auch neue Aufträge. Über die Abenteuer von Nektar, dem... Ich habe eine tolle Geschichte für dich. Ausgeloten, Kupo.
What did you find down there?
Tiefe Erkenntnis, Kupo. Von oben wirkt diese Karte unergründlich, Kupo. Wo fließt das Wasser in, Kupo? Und verbirgt sich am Ende der Wasserfälle vielleicht etwas, Kupo? Auf diese Frage wollte ich Antworten finden, Kupo. Stattdessen fand ich das Verschwinden, so bin ich mich selbst heraus, Kupo. Ich kann nicht schwimmen, Kupo. Tatsächlich, das Rudel. Eine Gruppe Fluchbrecher auf dem Weg zu den Feldern von Kurava traf in Tabor auf einige der dortigen Jäger, die sie warnten, sich nicht so weit von der Straße zu entfernen. Es hauste wohl ein Wolfsrudel in einem nahegelegenen Hohlweg, in dessen Nähe sich selbst erfahrene Jäger wie sie nicht wagten. Da könnten ihre Felle noch so glänzen. So viele ihrer Freunde hatten der Versuchung bereits nachgegeben und wurden für ihren Leichtsinn mit dem Tode bestraft, südlich von Tabor del Mecchia. Okay, naja, dann würde ich sagen, wir machen dann nochmal, ja, hier einen Rundgang, nehmen die ganzen Nebenaufgaben an, aber das machen wir in der nächsten Episode erst. Es gibt ja auch einige Briefe, die noch angekommen sind, also schaltet wieder ein, wenn ihr das sehen wollt. Bis dahin, ciao!